Like not even extra hiss showing up on um, OBS if I pull OBS up.
Yeah, I don't have it either on the mixer on freaking XSplit, but it's definitely there, and I am definitely fucking way too quiet. I can tell you that right now, and I don't quite know how to turn that the fuck up any further than what it is without introducing audio
Yeah, I can't.
issues.
Where's your microphone?
Oh, I just turned away from it, man.
Oh, I can actually see your microphone now. I couldn't see it. Like there, I can't see it. Like, yeah. Like it took until you leaned over there by it that I was like, okay, now I can actually see it. And let me turn my camera on. Ta-da!
Well, that's about the loudest I'm going to be able to turn that up without introducing any kind of like audio fucking hiss. That's why I wanted that. That's why I liked having that inline shit built in there. But whatever.
All right,
I'll
are
just
we
turn the
ready to go
slider
up?
up. Yeah, we were fucking live anyway, so
Okay, I'm gonna go live radio.
heard.
Hey, hey, hey! On this COVID Monday, what's up, people? This is the Angry Dandelion. I am thumping loud, joined as always by my mind over here sewn together.
Yo.
What up, buddy?
Oh, doing the last minute bullshit where everything appears to be set up, but it's not. It's really just fucked up. The usual.
Yeah, everything just resetting itself, and
Yeah, like my fucking camera settings, making me
yep,
look all washed out, and not for
yeah, at
you
least the
though.
lighting behind you is good.
You see the C920. It does it on the Razer Keo all the fucking time. But hey, I've got it.
Well, you know.
I've got it fixed now. So what the fuck ever.
All right. Well, it's been a week.
Yep.
It's been a fucking week. Um, as the world dives deeper into the Thunderdome.
So deep.
Um, so deep. Fucking week. What you been up to?
Well, right now fighting with the dumb shit, and Jake McKinney commented on the Angry Dandelions video, but
Yeah, which one?
Facebook, but it's being even Facebook is being stupid right now, man. I'm trying to get things cross posted and all that bullshit, and yeah, Facebook's being dumb.
Yay, dumb Facebook.
There we go. There's that. But yeah, Call of Duty, man. That's about it, and not working, which is
It's becoming a lot of people.
yeah. We're a restaurant, and I think they're gonna try and open back up. Like they're gonna take, but I'm taking 2 weeks off. I don't really care. I
Well, I mean, you haven't been laid off yet.
No, I have technically.
Okay.
Yeah, I signed up for unemployment Friday, so I'm just waiting on confirmation on that shit. But yeah, so I'm waiting to find out what goes on there, and they may try and open up the restaurant, but last time I talked to them previously, they were going to close for 2 weeks, and I'm going to take my 2 weeks.
Okay, then.
That's how I feels about it.
Well, enjoy your 2-week vacation,
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
hopefully your checks will start showing up faster than not. And
I got nowhere to go and nothing to do, so the money I do have is going to be just fine to hold me through. So I
well,
ain't
there it
even
is.
sweating that.
Well,
I got my PBR
we've been.
coffee. I'll be golden.
I was gonna say we have been definitely socially distancing, but not any more than normal for us, really. Actually, we've gotten more involved with people since we've been told to stay in the house. Um, we've started cross-platforming COD,
Yeah.
so we got guys that we haven't talked to in a minute starting to show back up around, and like everybody's got time, so you're starting to see guys all gravitate back towards places. Um, I mean, me and Webb were running yesterday and had a guy pop in on us and was like, "Hey guys, haven't really talked to you in a while." We're like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "So, y'all looking for somebody to run with?" It's like, "Actually, yeah, sure, come on."
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, "Yeah, sure, come on." So it does seem to be reuniting patches of gamers that haven't had the time to game together at the same time in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's like, oh, that's no good there, cuz. Or they're working.
Yeah, that is no bueno.
Wait, are you still in the pet store? I won't say which one, but still doing the managing of the pet store.
While we wait for that reply.
Yeah, I was gonna say
while
I'm
we
gonna
wait
take
for
a
the
sip of
stream to catch
PBR.
up to that question, just drink some fucking PBR. Matter of fact,
right.
I think I'm gonna have some bourbon.
Well,
You got any bourbon, Thump?
This is what we've been doing. We've been PBRing and we've been codding. I mean, that's been the common source of activity since what? Wednesday of last week?
Yeah,
ever since I got banned?
Yeah, ever since you got banned, that would have been Thursday. Thursday, you got motherfucking banned from Forza 7. Because,
yeah.
Did they ever get back to you and tell you why? Was it intentionally wrecking that dude after he wrecked you?
Yeah. No, they didn't. They just told me I'm banned till the 26th, and they told me if I had any questions on that to email them at this other address, and then they said an auto response that was basically, yeah, so you're banned, and it was like that's just I was like, so clearly I'm not going to get an answer for this, and the ban's definitely not going to be lifted early, so.
Yeah, I was actually reading some of the terms there on or how strict they are with wrecking people intentionally in Forza 7. Like,
Yeah, guess what? I found out.
yeah, they definitely
I'm
take
pretty
that
sure
ban
it's
hammer
probably
since.
because of that. Because I did push the limits and antagonized the ever loving shit out of that guy after he had already wrecked me on purpose, and I was probably wrong for retaliating. I'll accept the blame, but at the same time, I kind of wish they would have let me know that was what it was for.
Yeah.
Because I'll accept it if that's what it was for, but not if it's for the message that I sent the other guy.
Right.
Because the other guy that intentionally wrecked me, I took it on the chin and just sent him at the end of the race one of those, okay, buddy. I see you. That's all I said, too. Literally, the text was, okay, buddy, winky face, sunglasses face. And that was the end of what I wrote. I didn't snarky. I didn't say anything off color. I didn't, I stayed in like a very polite lane of just going, all right, buddy, that was not really nice of you what you did during that. Hopefully it'll straighten you out. But who knows how which one of those situations it really was. But you're probably right. It's probably the other guy. But I had gotten wrecked by one guy and then I was off the track and this guy come off the track and hit me again and it sent me through the roof and I just kind of I kind of peppered on him a little bit
Rightfully
through a
so.
couple of through a couple of turns until I got around him, and when I got around him, I just left. And he went to come after me again, but couldn't catch me, and that's probably what made him mad. That's probably why I got reported, is because he couldn't wreck me back after that.
Yeah, but fuck them.
But on the 26th, I'll be able to play again. So
Well, that's always good.
looking forward to being able to race again because I mean I'm liking the COD and I'm having a good time with the plunder game mode and even want to go in and do some more Warzone.
Yeah, Plunder's fun. Warzone, man. Once you've been playing Plunder, though, Warzone you kind of lose.
Messes with you because you don't get your guns unless you get a loadout box.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's kind of what I've been thinking about too. I was like, no wonder I couldn't keep up with shit over in fucking Warzone, keep up with my attachments list because I was using 9,000 different guns every time I'd go in. And I'd just be unlocking stuff for all these different guns. Now that I've gotten myself tailored in over here into the other format, Plunder has got me like, I like this weapon, I like this weapon, and I like this weapon. You can tell because all those weapons are up over 25 in level. Everything else is like still sitting at a 7.
Yeah, man. That is, I like my M4. I like it a lot, to be honest with
I
you.
like my M4A1. I like my Scar, and I'm working on an AK.
A Thuma.
Yeah, working on a Puma.
There you go. There's your shout out, buddy, if you're watching.
Yep, he's actually been playing too. I saw him recently. I think earlier today. I saw that he actually hopped into some COD. It's kind of funny though, since you and I started playing COD, I noticed that another guy has stopped playing COD.
Yeah. But someone who I have started playing with, fucking Unbound. Man, he and I have been winning it up, dude. 5 wins. We had 1 win yesterday. We've had 4 wins today in Plunder.
Nice.
And maybe like 3 or 4 kills tops while we're doing that. But all we're doing is running objectives.
Yep, that is definitely the way to do it.
And trying to run them efficiently. And I found that I feel like the one where you have to lock down the point, whatever that one's, recon.
Recon.
The recon ones seem to get you there faster. And if you have, we've actually started splitting up and running. One person kind of stays at a distance and gathers money while the other person's going for the objective, and then it's but dying really doesn't matter. It's all about getting that money. So the objectives, and you can go in and kill people and stuff like that, but you don't
have to engage.
Yeah, you don't have to. So it's cool. It's a nice big. It's kind of like a 30-minute Call of Duty playground.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you can go in and just go hustle missions if you want to. If you want to go and get into combat with people, you can do that too. And
yep, it's kind of whatever you want to do. You got 30 minutes. If you don't care about winning, just go try and fuck other people's days up. That's and it's easy to get distracted and pulled off into a combat situation. And you set your sights out in the beginning, like, all right, we're going to do this mission, then we're going to go hit this one up, so on and so forth. And then you get engaged in combat, and you're like, you know what, fuck these guys.
Yeah, we're going to stay here and just battle it out with these guys for a little while just to piss them off.
And then you're like, God damn it, well, we're not winning this one, so fuck it. Let's go find like the person that has the highest value, highest value target, and go try and fuck with the money man.
Yeah, where's the money man? Let's see where's Big Crowd at. Let's go get Big Crowd.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what's fun about it. I actually the battle pass. So funny story, internet. Uh-oh. I got spinny. There we go. It's back. I had spinnies on the. I had spinnies on the YouTube. Internet. Yeah, and the internet decided to take a shit, and as soon as I mentioned it, it started working right again. But
It was like, he's about to be talking to me. I gotta get this.
yeah, so the battle pass. Been playing
So the
with
battle pass.
Thump and Webboy, good solid 3 or 4 days, and they're talking about getting the battle pass, and I'm like, dude, I don't see where you buy the battle pass. I don't see it. And they told me days ago that, dude, you own the battle pass. You wouldn't have these things if you didn't have the battle pass. I'm like, I never bought the fucking battle pass. I've never bought it. And then one day I decided to try and buy it. It's like, it's impossible for me to buy this. I don't see a place where I can buy it. And then I saw where it said the battle pass was activated. And I was like, well, must have got drunk one time and bought the fucking battle pass because I don't remember doing this. So yeah, I have the battle pass. Don't remember buying it, but hey, it's totally worth it, I guess.
Yeah, you've had a ton of fun with it. Like you've been excited about all the unlocks and everything. So
yep. And I went and
we're like, oh, bonus XP time! Yay!
Yeah, I went and bought the actual base version of the game on top of that because I do want to try out the co-op missions. 4-player co-op missions sound like fun. What I've been told of it, because I haven't done any like research or deep dive into it. It's kind of like Splinter Cell Conviction type of thing where you and a squad go in and have to like sync shots and those kinds of things. So that could be pretty fun. So I would like to take a squad of 4 into that at some point in time. I don't really want to do randos, even in Warzone or Plunder for that matter. I just went in right before the show. I went in and ran Plunder, which the only way to play Plunder solo is to not fill your party.
Yep.
So I leave it on do not fill. I go in and play Plunder solo, and I end up finishing 10th with like $710,000. All I did was focus on objectives.
Yeah, well, we know that objectives are definitely the way to earn cash, and that's why you see a lot of teams that'll fight you for objectives too. Like if you engage on somebody and it's towards picking up an objective, they'll generally fight you for that. Or if they can squad wipe you out of an area once you've picked up an objective, you'll lose that objective and the missions just go away. And so people start picking them up. It's not like they just like are everywhere on the map and respawn at any location. Like sometimes you drop into places and you're like, there is one fucking mission here.
Yeah. Well, I've started pulling up the map early, scouting locations, unless I have, missions. And that's another thing. You have missions within missions within mission. So there's lots of depth to it. But if you really want to go down the gotta have it route, you gotta collect them all bullshit. But yeah, I started scouting the map ahead of time and seeing where the missions I wanted were and launching my approach that way and then trying to work a path to run the missions that I want to run.
Yeah. Well, usually we'll knock the daily for whoever's got locational dailies, knock those out. And then you turn around and you start picking your money routes.
Yep.
It's like, what area do I want to go to and just see if I can fucking have a blast in?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man, but I keep getting spinny circles on the YouTube when I pull it up. Facebook is fine. 0 drop frames. Kind of a crappy, and actually our bit rate to Facebook is lower than our bit rate to YouTube. So I don't know what's going on there, but YouTube, if you're having video problems, let us know in the chat because it's going to bother me.
No, yeah. Hit that up in the chat there. Keep us on point.
But
yeah, I see how you're whitewashed in the other camera versus this camera.
Yeah.
It's an interesting camera view you have there, my friend.
On the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? It's definitely brighter than the other camera, but
yeah, it just looks hazy.
Oh, that's because all the smoke.
Well, it's also because the way it's picking up lighting.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit. I
Well,
should use the fucking Keo for Skype and switch back to my fucking C920 for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, possibly.
yeah, the hazy's definitely fucking there. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on two different screen types.
Yeah,
Well, two different screen types, and I get to see both cameras. So,
I think I got it. I think I do. But anyways,
but yeah, I mean, so there's definitely a lot to do in the game. Just for the free game mode, if anybody out there is looking for something to do, it's definitely one route that you can take. Is it's a free game. It's not going to cost you anything, and you can definitely sink some hours into it. It's been a lot of fun. It's got a bunch of people playing it and a bunch of people getting together and fucking hanging out, running this shit. So,
did you see the other game that I that's free that I put in the show notes? Did you see it?
no, but I'm seeing it now.
All right. So this is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Cockhead, Big Kahuna Bar.
It's a free game, huh?
Yep, it's free. It releases in April, but supposedly it's coming out free. So
oh, you're not showing that on stream, are you?
yeah, it's a video game. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's drawn provocatively, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
We'll see what happens. I mean, if they can show it on Steam, they should be able to show it here. I mean, that's how I feels about it. But
yeah, no, we'd probably be able to do this on Twitch. Maybe but it's probably even a banned game on Twitch.
You think so?
Yeah,
we'll find out. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, they're worms, aren't they?
Why is he? That is not even funny. That is not even funny.
That's the game, though, man. I was scrolling through Reddit gaming news, and that popped up as a free game in Reddit gaming news.
Well, I am officially linking it to other people, so they know.
But I found it funny that
that it's out there, that they can get their hands on it today.
Yeah, it's comes out in April, but it's supposedly going to be free to play, which is silly.
All right, comes out in April, but it's free to play. So,
yep.
For those people looking for something to do.
Yep. Want to play Cockhead instead of Cuphead.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
Yep, someone made that game.
Someone made that. Yeah, that's he's got a piercing.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh god. Oh, yo, that charm hanging from the rear view mirror.
Oh, I put it down. Just yes, exactly. Hashtag coming in April.
Yes. Yes. Whoever, thank you very much. That
yeah, thanks. That was twos. But anyways, since we were talking about free games, I had to bring that up.
And I just got a buffer over there in the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's doing that intermittently. Yeah, I don't know what's going on the YouTube sides of things, but the bit rate's great. I have 0 drop frames. Maybe it's actually just YouTube.
Could be. Could be. I was referred to. I commonly use Down Detector to keep up with like outages and problems that are going through whatever provider. But I was put onto another one, and I'll share it with you after the show. But it's not as popular for some reason, but it seems to be more accurate.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, information seems to be a little bit more accurate, and your search function on being able to get it down to like, I want to know about my city, damn it. I don't care about the East Coast. I don't care about the Midwest. I don't care about the Deep South. I just want to know about, like, can I find out about my city? Is my city having problems? And this website will let you specifically look up your like zip code and give you information based on the services per your zip code. So I was like, all right, cool. But no free support, so I'm sorry. Those of you out there, you'll have to hit us up in the Angry Dandelion Facebook page with a message, and we may share it on our page here in the next day or so.
No.
Yeah, because I don't feel like looking it up right now.
No, that's cool. I need to get another beer. So why don't you?
How is it?
Why don't you? Oh, before I get another fucking beer, we're not breaking yet. I just need to get up and go get another beer. Anyways, before we get done with the Call of Duty stuff,
Yeah,
there
looked
is
like you had a couple articles there. That's why I was like,
there. Well, one was just COD page, but there is a pack that you can buy now that goes to like Activision's Call of Duty endowment charity. So for veterans.
so Call of Duty can be well endowed.
Yeah. So Call of Duty can be well endowed, more well endowed than it already is with cash. But if you want them to make more money and give some money to someone else at the same time, you can buy this Defenders pack or whatever, and it's supposed to go to veterans.
Yes, this is their return to the community for veteran relief program that they have to help support the guys who support the rest of the world.
Yeah. So there's that, and tell the world about what you've been doing in Minecraft for like 30 seconds.
All right. I mean, you know me. It's a simple thing. Me and Minecraft just kind of do what me and Minecraft do. Been adventuring more into the hardcore, and it seems to be that I'm not the only person who has gained reinterest. Of course, with everybody at home from COVID and all the stuff like that, the spare time that everybody's got on their hands, you're seeing a lot more communities be reuniting back together in various corona relief style gaming. And just so happens that Minecraft is one of those communities that is pulling people back together. The government of Poland, in order to add a little stress relief in their society, since everybody's having to stay inside, the government of Poland started a Minecraft server.
Nice.
And was like, here you go. Everybody can get on. You know, the rules are going to be rules. Don't be dicks. But here you go. Let's hang out and have a good time. Play some Minecraft. We know the kids can get a little bored and maybe in mom and dad's hair since everybody's home a little more often than they would normally be. So put your kids in a place where it doesn't have to, you don't have to worry about them as much.
I mean, it's definitely going to be cussing. No kids be cussing.
Well, I'm sure VoIP is probably not going to be a thing in the Minecraft server. You don't end up with too much of that. That's all usually kept to your team speaks and discords and stuff like that. So if Poland also starts a Discord, I imagine that could probably get pretty hairy. But
Okay.
yeah, with it just being a Minecraft server, I think they'll be okay. They don't have to necessarily worry about too much in-game communication. unless they're literally going to do like chat. You'll probably see a bunch of signs that may have vulgarities on them, unless they put filters in place in order for you not to do that on. Like, hopefully, since Poland decided to set up a Minecraft server, they've got good admins, like, to moderate. Hopefully, they didn't just go, Minecraft's the world's most popular game. We'll just make one of those.
Yeah. Well,
You know, hopefully they did a little bit more research than that when they came into it.
you can hope.
Well, I mean, Poland, not always known for their planning, but
I'm really not that well versed in what goes on in Poland, so I'm just going to take your word for it.
Okay. I applaud you, sir. I applaud you. All right. Well, outside of that, I mean, look, we're going through sports withdrawals. We're not going through gaming withdrawals. Like, we got gaming out the wazoo right now, and we're going through sports withdrawals for it'd be a hot button season. You know, everybody wanting to know what was going on with their Stanley Cup. Everybody getting ready for baseball, going through basketball, getting NASCAR season just getting kicked off. Fucking like the draft coming up for football. There's a lot of sports action that would typically be going on right now at this time. And now it's all on hiatus. Everything is gone and put on hold, and you're not getting nothing. But the racers have decided that they're going to be there for you. Every racing league across the globe has found a way to get in front of their fan base. It was an invitational started by the Formula One guys last week or the week before. I think it was last week or the week before. And they got together that morning, the NASCAR guys, and, some of them got together later that afternoon. It was kind of a put together slam, not sponsored event, just kind of put out there. And it caught enough traction in both organizations, which is why we both brought information about both NASCAR and Formula One really wanting to put on a real show for you. Like, their NASCAR partnered and brought the first ever virtual race over Fox Sports, where they brought all their NASCAR guys that wanted to get together and hop in these simulators, and brought Dale Earnhardt Jr. back, and from out of retirement, and put him in a rig. And you also had a couple of the iRacing series guys, one which I watched on Twitch for the race. That's where I actually watched the entire race. He was the pole setter and ended up finishing in fifth place, out ahead of a lot of these NASCAR guys, but kind of his tires, one miscue on the pit where they were like, nah, this time we're not going to come in and there'll be another caution. There wasn't, and his tires wore out. About 5 laps to go, you see the pace kind of start to change for him. He ended up, like I said, finishing fifth, with Denny Hamlin and Dale Jr. like door to door going across the start finish line. Getting ready to go across the start finish line, and Junior's driving one handed, all caught on camera, and says that he might have freaked out a little bit there at the end of it, and that's what the wide move to the inside was, and helped Denny get the win. But you're seeing them. They even got a sponsor for the race with Dixie Vodka, who is a NASCAR sponsor. It's on their list of actual sponsors for NASCAR races. But they stepped up too and was like, no, we'll put the money in here and we'll do it. All right. Fox is on board. NASCAR is on it. Dixie was on it. iRacing was in it. Like, everybody was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Denny Hamlin said that he would give, I don't remember whether it was $500 or $1,000 for each lap that he led. and then another 5,000 if he could win. And NASCAR said, well, if you could do that, we'll match. And then Fox said, if you do that, we'll match. And so um, a big donation was made in relief efforts of COVID, to try and help out. But yeah, put them all on a virtual track, man. And
So, do you think this replaces? You think this is how the danger
the
gets
start of the next chapter?
how the danger gets taken out of the sports? But if
I
you
don't.
don't have the cars first, how do you build the sim?
Right. Right. And so there's certain testing and stuff that would go into it where they're able to simulate a lot of the actual things, but some of it still is only going to be able to be produced on the track. That's just one portion of it. But no, this is the very first race. They called it the Replacements 100, and it was like some crew chiefs, some spotters. There was like 4 or 5 drivers in the group. This time we had a bunch more drivers in the group, um, and it, it was not that. Yeah, but man, what a wreck. Yeah, fortunately we had none of those. None of those that were that bad. Like we had a bunch of wrecks, but no big ones like that. Um, it was decent racing. Um, it was good to see these like pro sim drivers go out there and be like, y'all better come correct, because now you got real drivers going, oh, well, we do this shit for real. We'll be these video game players. And then Smithley putting up the pole position time and being like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You better think again, but I don't. I've got more hours of this sim than you probably got in your actual car. So for that it was good to see the versatility of the talent across the board, and it does fill a gap. Do I think it'll replace anything? No. But I think it opens the door for this to be an alternative big time event to keep a fan base interested, because right now other sports are going to have a hard time. Like NBA 2K only is NBA for so long.
Yeah, it's one person playing versus one person. You don't have fucking.
Well, they do have multiplayer squad ups, but I think they're generally only like 3-man matches. I don't know if they do full fives. And then same thing with Madden,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if you don't have players coming into the league on a regular basis, like that's going to go away. With NASCAR, if it did switch to full sim racing, well, then it would just be the sim racers who come up through the ranks to be better and better and get those spots. Like you can replace guys in a simulated sport, such as like any e-racing event or iRacing event. So the talent pool is easily alternated, but when it comes down, all NFL football players, the center is not going to be the best center playing Madden.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of That I agree with that. That's
where racing has a little bit of transference. Like if you put a current NASCAR driver in a simulator, he's still going to be pretty good because they do seasonal simulations at tracks to kind of let drivers know what changes have been made to the track, whether it's a certain type of material that's been put down to kind of help give them a little bit of knowledge without having to take them to the track, because their season gets really chaotic. So they need to, during the week, their testing and stuff that they do is in moments like that where they do test in the simulator. Even anything from chairs, like if they're going to try out a new seat, oh man, that seat that we've been running, man, it's been giving me this problem in my back. And I don't know what it is. And so if they want to remold and do some other stuff and put him in the seat for a couple hours and simulate just like the race motion, like these guys got at the facilities that they train in, have some of the most high end simulator equipment that there is, out there, multi-million dollar setups. Anybody who got to see what Denny was running in, got to see a full Fanatec swing setup. His race setup was dope. This guy was really, it was funny. He set out 2 Twitter pictures. You can go to Denny Hamlin's Twitter to probably find him. But you can see one of the Twitter pictures, he puts a laptop, this really weird looking steering wheel or game controller or something like that. And it's all sitting like on a cardboard box. And he's like, so my setup's not supposed to be here. It's set up until this day. But I got this because the man's got to practice, right? And it's just like this ultra rink dink cheeseball little setup of like a laptop and some bullshit. And nowhere near the setup of what he actually ended up racing in, which is the triple screen, full Fanatec, like rig and pedals and shifter and all that stuff with the digi dashboard to like full sim, basically like his car would actually kind of appear there as far as the steering wheel was concerned. But it's in this swing harness setup that kind of rotates a little bit to give him that G-force turn thing. And it was a really nice setup. Really nice setup. Junior's got a really nice one that he runs in on a regular basis that he has at home. That's why he performed as well as he did, is because it's kind of a normal thing. Since he hasn't been racing, he spent a lot of time in this home simulator of his. And Jimmy Johnson has been getting himself ready for this Indy testing that he's going to do, because he wants to run a 24-hour race in Indy, and there's 2 different races that he's trying to run that are, one's in Indy and one's like in a Le Mans style or ARCA type car. And so he's been training in this other simulator to get used to the body positioning being different than it is in his NASCAR setup. Yeah. And so he bought a Formula One or Indy setup to get trained into that seat style. And he ended up running this NASCAR race this week in that seat style.
I think I may have found a video
of Denny?
No, just of one of those types of setups.
Oh, that swing setup?
Yeah. It'll pop up for you. It's called the Apex 6. It's a Simcraft is the company, but wow, that was a really short video. But yeah, these it's only 13 seconds long. But I'll just pause it at this point. But yeah, it's got 3 screens, tilts, rotates, all kinds of shit, and it's like $130,000.
Yeah, it's just about like that is kind of what he had.
Okay. But that'd be cool, man. That would be cool. My next big gaming purchase is just that. Is well, not $130,000 racing setup, that's for fucking sure, but
right,
maybe
right.
like $1,200.
Here you go into Discord. That is his setup.
Okay. Yeah, the one I was looking at is definitely looks a little more advanced, but very similar.
Yeah. That's why I was like, yours looks just a little different than this, but this is what here's a picture of him running. There are also, if you go directly to his Twitter, there are a couple videos of it, but it's got his kids in it. So if you want to watch it, then you can go to his Twitter and you can watch it. But I won't put his whole family out there like that. I'll let him just have that glory all to himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's there we go. I'll throw that image up on the stream, but that'd be pretty dope to have something like that in your fucking house, though, man.
Yeah, yeah, and I think we know that this is going to be the case at least until May 3rd is the plan for NASCAR. They know that they're not going to be back on the track at least until then, um, unless things change and get postponed a little bit further out. But right now, that's the timeline on it. And so expect to see more of this. FS1 is probably going to try and run all of these races up until they get back on the real track. And I think it's a nice stopgap. I mean, it's a good place that the transfer was very easy from pro athlete to, virtual simulation.
Yeah, to athlete.
Yeah. So to give them a skill set that kept them consistent across the board.
Yeah. I really want a racing wheel.
They're fun to have, man. They're fun to have.
Yeah, they got everything you need to at Micro Center, and I was real tempted when I bought the laptop to buy one of those, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I bought the laptop.
some decisions are made.
Yep. Well, at the time I wasn't expecting to be sitting at home for a minute, with nothing to do. I mean, I would have got my $1,000 worth of entertainment, I guess, in a week. As much time as I've
Well,
spent
who
in
would have
front of
known
all
that you
these
would have bought?
screens.
Who would have known that you'd have bought a mobile studio setup and then not been allowed to go mobile?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I bought everything I needed so I could literally just go out and set up anywhere as long as I had a decent internet connection. Or I could just go out somewhere and record. And then,
Yeah, and now you can't go out.
Yep.
And anybody who watched this on Fox got to see like the real cars, like with guys the paint jobs that you're familiar with. But if you were watching the Facebook live broadcast for it, which was done through iRacing, through their Facebook page, the paint schemes were different than what you were seeing on TV because Twitch had the correct stuff as well. But there was another broadcast that said it wasn't the official broadcast and all of their paint jobs were different, but it was the exact same race.
Huh.
Yeah, weird. It was weird. I was like, how did they get a feed that's completely alternate paint schemed?
Yeah, that's weird.
But it's a direct feed from the track, so they could skin the cars however they needed to.
Huh.
Like it's a computer program. So if you want to bring it out and send it two different directions and skin it on this side, you can.
Interesting.
But yeah, the car that Denny was driving in one of the streams was a blue and yellow car.
Okay.
And not his FedEx white and purple car. So
I wonder if that was a sponsorship thing.
I think it would be because it was an unofficial stream that was being shown, that since it was NASCAR, that they had to take a different feed. But since the stream I was watching was a driver's stream who was in the event, he had the actual licensing to run.
Yeah, and show the legit car.
What the NASCAR feed was because he was in the race.
Okay.
But yeah, he was tripping out. Like before the race, we're watching him and they're doing qualifying and practice and stuff like that. And he's sitting there looking at the end of qualifying and he's like, man, he's like, how funny would it be if we actually do get the pole? Because he expected like Bowman to really come back and like knock him off the pole and maybe a couple other drivers to do so as well. And he ended up being able to hold on to it. And he was shocked. And then the stream he was on, his stream went over 1,500. Then it went over 2,000. Then it went over 3,000. And he was like, man, he was so surprised when it was at like 1,200 people. And then when it hit 1,500 people, and then it hit 2,000, and then 3,000, he was like, "Dude, we got over 3,000 people in here." His stream never even had seen that before, so
Oh yeah.
it was nice, especially I'm heavy on to like the Twitches and mixers and streaming surfaces, so to see those guys get that same kind of recognition for any sport was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm fucking done with this camera.
Oh yeah,
This autofocus shit that it's doing.
yeah, it's got a
Yeah, dude. It is some shit.
It's been smoking.
Yeah,
It's like
dude.
it's
For
over there going.
real.
I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
I'm just gonna uncheck the fucking focus on it and slide it my goddamn self.
There you go.
Fuck.
Fuck your focus. That's right.
Yeah, fuck your focus, man.
I keep waiting for Webb to respond to. I sent him the link to Cockhead.
I think that should have it fucking covered.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, we got about 8 minutes or so till the break. We got some what kind of shit we want to throw in here for the next 8 minutes?
We want to pepper in here. I mean,
Yeah.
we just well, yeah. I mean, you got your F1 little tag on to that. We kind of talked a little bit about both sports are doing things, but
yeah.
you got a highlight here for the F1 edition of this segment.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they're pretty much doing that now. From what I was reading in here, though, the F1 drivers are actually allowed to, if you're bad at the game, you're allowed to use some of the crutches.
Nannies.
Like
you're allowed to use nannies.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hold up, Formula One. You won't let Mercedes use their fucking wheel setup that they brought this year. You won't let them use it next year, but you're gonna let people use nannies during an online game. I protest.
Yeah, because some of the drivers are pretty good behind a virtual wheel.
Yeah, because they all are supposed to be training this way.
And others aren't. The competition will be configured in such a way to encourage competitive and entertaining racing, which is a gentle way of leading into the fact rubbish drivers will be given advantages like reduced vehicle damage and optional anti-lock brakes and traction control for those less familiar with the game.
What?
Yeah, because well, they're not gonna. Yeah, I mean they're gonna use Formula One.
You might as well just let controller players play. Fuck that.
I'm in. I'm about to become pro Formula One driver, dude. You watch out, world.
Yeah, bump that cheese.
I'm gonna drive a Marlboro car.
Yeah, imagine that.
Get sponsored by Red Dead 2. Drive a Marlboro car. Get sponsored by Red Dead 2. And
you know when the last time the Marlboro cars were really big in Indian Formula One?
Probably the last time I ever saw one driven on TV.
Sometime in the 90s, maybe.
Yeah, who was is that a Richard Petty thing? Was that who did that? Who was the big?
Maybe as early as 2001.
Who was the big Marlboro Formula One driver?
Mario Andretti.
That's it.
Richard Petty. Richard Petty is a NASCAR STP.
Andretti, Petty. Let's not be petty about this.
They run.
Let's not be petty about this. They drive cars. They drive them fast. It's what it is.
I wasn't trying to be petty about it. You're the one that brought him up.
Yes, precisely. But yeah, so they get to cheat, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing here. I don't know if I stand in support on that, but I don't know exactly what all the other guys were running over on the NASCAR side either. Like, because I know Smithley was running his Logitech setup that he's got, where, what is that, the G37 or something like that? I can't remember what the hell their wheel is, but you could tell from where his shifter was attached to the desk and his wheel, like he plays a full in front of the PC at the desk, no motion, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, basic setup. And Then you got Denny's setup, which you showed the picture of, and then you've got the setup that Jimmy Johnson had, which was also different.
Okay, so
It was
they aren't really all running then like the big time sim racing stuff. They're running some legit stuff that regular people could own.
oh, what? Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Still want one. They can give me one. I'll race against them. Get banned for a week. Oh, there's a really bad joke there, and I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so F1's got that going on. What are we gonna? Maybe we can just hey, let's just dive into this one real quick. Rumor.
What do you?
Let's
what do
hit
you
let's hit a rumor real quick.
All right.
This is another one I pulled from the Reddits, but the game post and no thanks. I don't need. So rumor is GTA 6 is to be announced in 3 days.
Yeah, this is the tip of the iceberg on stuff. That's Jimmy's setup.
I'll pull up that setup so other people. Ooh, I like that one.
That's the indie setup.
There we go.
But this is named and got his sponsors on it. Like they were not fucking around with this rig when they brought this in and set it up.
Yeah, no.
Like, but this is the one that he's training. Like I told you, he's training to run Indy or Formula One car. Like right now, he's going to go and run a couple races. These are bucket list things for him. And so this is what he bought to get ready to be in those cars before this whole Corona thing sent him into doing this for a NASCAR race. So,
okay.
but yeah,
he using
this
drive
was
lines
bought
there?
with the intention.
Is he using fucking drive lines? He's using motherfucking drive lines. Look at that in the center of his fucking screen. He's using goddamn drive lines.
Sure enough.
Look at you little cheating bitch.
Or you see, if you look in the side view mirrors, his car is green. That could be, you know, that fin that they run.
Oh yeah, I bet you that's it because it does look like it pops up over the back. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that center fin that he runs, like that could be what that is on the nose of that.
Okay, you win this time, Jimmy Johnson.
Maybe.
I'll expose you for the fraud you are eventually.
7-time NASCAR Cup champion. You have no real skill.
I don't know anything about any of these things. I just know you're a phony.
But yeah, so I mean,
it was really an AI who was driving all of your cars.
Yeah, that's right. It was never even them at all. But yeah, so that was the Jimmy Johnson setup, and that was what he got, and all the guys have got pretty solid setups. But I mean, when you're a multi-million-dollar NASCAR driver, it's easy to slide into one of these bad boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you got people who's just going to give you that shit anyways, just so they can say Jimmy Johnson uses
was on that other one.
Like $130 some odd $1,000.
Yeah. See.
I mean, I'm just wondering why he's got the coiled air compressor cables on it. So they run an air compressor. So that's probably what's giving him the rocking motion.
That gives him a little bit of that's what gives the rocking motion. Also, there in some of these setups, you get simulated air to give you full sim, like
I want to feel that
blow and sitting down in the seat.
I want like that to get real sweet blowjobs from my video games.
Totally different attachment, but
oh, do they make a 2-seater? Does it have tinted and does it have tinted windows?
2-seater. No, that'll be in GTA.
There we go. GTA 6 will be a full-on racing sim where you just go.
We're leaking the announcement for GTA. What it's actually going to be. is you just drive around the city and pick up hookers and get blowjobs.
Yeah, it's gonna be like taxi cab confessions.
Yes.
Sim.
Yeah, that's it. That's
yeah.
it. We're breaking it here first. You heard it on the Angry Dandelion, unofficial sponsors of
And Rockstar,
GTA.
if you haven't used that idea, you can't use it now because it's ours.
Yeah, we officially.
We'll never make the game. It'll
Nope.
never go anywhere, but you can't use the idea.
Nope, intellectual property says right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail myself a letter or something. That's the old method people used to use to try and like copyright shit. It was mail it to themselves or some shit like that.
Yep, because it was published.
Yeah,
and if you mail it via certified mail, it also is dated and signed for and in a sealed envelope. That way, when anybody asks, you can unseal the envelope and be like, "No, seriously, here's when it came to be." And
perfect way for a transition.
Yep, segue into a break. We own this shit.
Yep, yeah. About to unseal my bladder. So I'm going to slide up the musics. Let me know when we're good. All right, y'all. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. This is the Angry Dandelion Show. Yo.
Yo, we're back. Angry Dandelion. Sick of having
Yeah,
show.
we back. It's good to be back. I feel like it's been so long.
Yeah.
Like, how you been, man?
Pretty good. Question.
Yeah.
Did you like that hip hop video I sent you earlier?
Of Tom Hanks's wife, supposedly.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of cool, man.
You didn't expect her to be so on point, did you?
Mm, I don't know. It's Tom Hanks's wife.
Yeah, dude. Well, I was kind of shocked at first because I was like, okay, this is just about to be some silly Quipped type shit. And then she starts going off, and I'm like, oh.
But
I was
that
like,
would
you can
be
you can tell this isn't the first time she's heard this song.
that would
This
be
is
the
her
rap song
jam.
you would expect Tom Hanks's wife to know, though, wouldn't? I mean, if you could think of any rap song that Tom Hanks's wife would know lyric for lyric, word for word, that would be it. Like it's early hip hop enough. No cuss words.
Yeah.
Nice flow, good beat, and
Uh-huh.
I could see
This
Tom
motherfucker's
Hanks listening to that hip hop song.
this motherfucker's spitting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you. It's wholesome enough to be a Hanks thing.
It still tripped me out. I was like, I was like, this isn't something about like she got bored and just learned the song. This is like, nah, this is in her blood. Like she knows this song.
Mm-hmm.
You heard her because there was no stumbling over her spit. Like she's rapped that shit like
Yeah, that's what
for
she
dec
listened to in the
for
car for years.
for
It's on her
decades.
mix.
This has been her shit. Yeah. I was like, okay. That's why I shared it out. I was like, she's not stumbling. This is hers. Like, like she knows this. This is DNA type shit right here.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it while I was dropping the morning deuce, for that matter. There you go. Welcome to my life.
Kind of started singing along
It's a
with it.
vlog now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just drink my PBR coffee and shut up. Oh no, wait, we're doing a talk show.
We're doing a talk show. The
I
shutting
can't.
up part's not done.
Yeah, I can't. I'll just drink more and keep talking then. But yeah, dude, I was impressed, but I was like, it makes perfect sense.
It also makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so let's see what else we got in the lineup here. We got comfy gaming, not so comfy gaming.
Yeah. There's a little column A, little column B.
All right, I feel like one is gonna take us down a dark path, but let's do it
Yeah.
anyway. So first, we'll start with 10 games to make you feel good, because I want you to feel good before I crush your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, it'd be funny if this is the one that takes us down the darker hole.
We're about to Dennis system the internet. Little It's Always Sunny shout out there. First,
Yeah,
we're going to demonstrate value. We're going to show you 10 games to make you feel good.
That's right.
All right. So 10 games to make you feel good by Daniel Lipscomb.
Dude,
Lipscomb?
first game on the list is going to make you feel good.
Kind words. Lo-fi chill beats to write to, huh?
Maybe not right to, but I know you're down for the lo-fi chill beats, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's in between. I come back early, man. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, it's not all that bad. You come back in and like, okay, I guess I'll get ready to do things again.
I'm surprised you weren't playing Cockhead, but it doesn't come out until April.
Players right away folded in the small comfort of a small living space made from calming hues. A chill lo-fi playlist bumps along in the background as so it's a virtual safe space?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm good.
Yeah, you got your real one.
Yeah, I'm good.
Some people don't always have the real one. Maybe they get this on their phone.
Yeah, but I'm good.
Keep your diary.
I mean, nah.
All right. So next,
Next, Peggle.
not a new game.
Yep, not a game I've actually ever played. I know about it.
Everybody's heard of Peggle and Peggle 2 and all that. And yeah, it's on that feel good list of like if you just want like bright colors and happy rainbows and
Hooray. And then
hooray.
here's Minecraft. And I know Minecraft has been actually doing its part there. I know I saw an article where some Japanese students, since they weren't going to be able to have their graduation, built like everything in Minecraft and held the graduation in Minecraft.
Hell yeah, that's good. There was the other one that I sent last week, which is organization that got together to basically republish all the banned literature that's out there.
I saw that one. They built the library, the banned library.
They built the banned library in Minecraft, and so people from all over the world can join the server, go into the library, and look up all of the shit that you're not supposed to be allowed to read anywhere.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's just another thing. Minecraft is always kind of doing that, though.
Minecraft is like slowly becoming the Matrix.
Yes, got you comfortable with it being all 8-bit blocky, so you're like, yeah, it's a video game. But then all of a sudden you're in it and you're like, wait a second,
you're living it.
Well, it's what was it? Was it
the ultimate safe space?
Minecraft. Now I can't remember whether it was a Rick and Morty episode or a Simpsons episode, which is possibly Simpsons have done everything, so it's probably definitely that. Yeah. But where they jumped through and did all the different animation styles.
I think that was a Simpsons episode, and if it was a Rick and Morty thing, Simpsons definitely have done it.
Yeah, I think even South Park's even had it. You know, I know
wasn't that South Park's Simpsons Did It episode?
I think it was that would be South Park Simpsons Did It.
Simpsons did it. But Minecraft is doing its thing, man. You know, so
yeah, man, all over the place. I mean, and like I said, it's big enough that a government decided to open a server for the people to play on.
Oh yeah. Next on the list is Animal Crossing. Another game I've never played.
It dropped. Tell me it didn't drop at the right time to really, really get its foot in the ground too, though.
Oh yeah, it's going to catch all the casual gamers.
People have been waiting on it, and then it hit, and everybody's locked in the house. So it's got a top spot on Twitches and Mixers where it's up there hanging or close to your Fortnites at the top in your leagues. And it's supposed to be a really good community game, man. People are like some of the streams that I've actually seen on it. It seems to be really, really happy. People are on Twitter, you know, sharing their worlds and stuff like that, going, hey, check me out here, and helping build each other's communities and everything else. It's a bonding game for sure.
A bondage game, okay.
Yeah.
Flower.
Baby.
You play as a petal drifting along the currents of a breeze.
Oh, this could be fun in VR.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be dope in VR if they could just simulate you spinning around,
Yeah,
doing
just like
like
floating
looking at
through that
stuff.
shit, dude. I could just sit back and just take me on that journey in VR for real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will ride your roller coaster if that's what it is. Thank you, sir. Let's go.
Yeah. So for the developers of Flower, just put me on that journey in VR.
Yeah, if you're not there already, let's look at. We need to find out where it's at and what it's available in, and once
Nobby
we have
Nobby
that
boy,
information,
Noby
huh?
Noby boy, Nobby
Nubby nubby
Noby Noby
nubby
Nobby.
nubby boy. Um, uh, um, the the two guys on the end of the carrot here towards the front. I got a
Balchin,
question, huh?
Balchin.
Definite bullshit.
Yep. Moving on from Nobby Nobby boy.
Well,
Dreams. Uh,
it very action adventure, huh?
you might find a game which recreates racing toy cars across the carpet of a grandparent's living room. Wow, so all these games are just to make you feel like a kid? Then there's The Sims. Dude, and I don't know how this game could make you feel good. Every time I've
I
ever
mean,
tried to play The Sims, I ended up frustrated and pissed off.
frustrated, pissed off, and dying in your apartment because you can't take a shower.
Yeah, dude. So, I
All the
mean,
dishes are dirty and you don't own a dishwasher.
that I'd have that problem in real life. Why do I why do I need this in a game?
It's supposed to teach you not to have that problem in real life. That's why they started out as a game, and it's
Nah, I'm good. Give me the money. And I got a kid. I got a dishwasher.
that's right. Well, The Sims has progressed to that point now. You can have children
Yeah, I'm good on virtual kid.
and make them do chores.
One 14-year-old is enough. I don't need a virtual 14-year-old that I got to yell at and teach life lessons. I'm good.
Yep,
Fuck
because
the
that is
Sims.
definitely what you have to do.
Fuck the
Because
Sims.
he's gonna be just as nice to you as your kid is.
Yeah, fuck the Sims. Moving on.
All right,
Eco.
this is an old game.
Yeah.
This has got to be an old game. I swear I remember this game.
Yeah, like it says right here in the first line of this article, so many of these games and others have been about transporting the player back to a childlike state.
And
Eco is
Ico is another of these.
Boy meets girl. So yeah, if I can. Yakuza, I suppose that's actually I've read enough about the Yakuza series
Yo,
and
can I
heard
get
enough
that
good things.
toy? Can I get that toy car, please?
Yeah, I've
That
heard
he's
enough.
using. I know he uses that in game to race.
Nice.
It's probably like one of those slot cars.
Okay. I've heard enough about this series though that I've been tempted to
Yeah,
buy it a
I've
few
watched.
times.
I've watched enough of it that I've been tempted because it looks like it would be a lot of fun just to sit back, run around. You could. I've heard guys. It's kind of like playing where you got stuck with Gwent. It's kind of like playing that style of a game because there's so much shit to do. Like there have been guys that have played this game and literally got to one of the casinos and just played cards or just played fucking slot machines or just gambled
Yeah,
inside
like
the
poker and
casino.
Red Dead.
Yeah, like just gambling inside the game. There's matchmaking adult type of stuff where you go in and talk to the girls inside the little bars. Some guys sit in there and just talk and find out all the different, like some people have found out all the different personalities of all the different types of women that they have in the game. Like it's got a wide variety of all these little side things that you could just get stuck doing. And you're like, oh, I'll just stay over here and do this.
Interesting.
I'll do the grabby machines where I go into the arcade and I just play the grabby machines for days. It's like,
Yeah, it's still not enough to make me buy it though.
Nope, nope. I still haven't been willing to actually do it, but I have, like I said, I've watched enough of it that you could definitely spend some time in the game and get your warm fuzzies out of it.
Well,
Now, now, now there's another side of this coin.
yeah, yeah, it's that time. It's time to be not so comfy, or
Done
games
with
to
your
not play, according to Ari Notice. Not as sorry for mispronouncing your name, but I'm gonna do it. So let's get down to Plague Inc. Why not play this game? First of all, it's not a real sim of how viruses work or anything like that, but it's definitely times appropriate.
they're saying don't inflict more dread on yourself than you need to.
But why would it do that? It's a fucking game.
This is also at this is the one who got uh the bad nod right at the very beginning of the COVID outbreak. Don't go playing Plague Inc. to try and figure out what COVID's doing. Don't try and say that.
Yeah, but if you're going into a video game like this, I mean, we've shown the last couple episodes video games that are designed by scientists and things you can do that are designed by scientists that will actually contribute as a function
Right,
of a game or putting your gaming PC to work for the science community.
right.
So don't go into a game like this expecting that for sure. If you do, you're a fucking moron. Problem solved. There's other ways out there for that. This is about escaping. This is about having control of your own universe or trying to control your own universe. So, fuck 'em. Play the game. The Last of Us. Game I still want to motherfucking play, but probably never will. Probably never will.
But this list, you'll see the trend on it. It's actually a bunch of really good games. I still own Plague Inc. Still play it. I haven't played it since COVID, but I mean, it's definitely a game that I will still go back and play again at some point. Like I liked when they came out with the zombie uh virus
Yeah.
mode in it. They came out with a zombie virus mode in it, and then they also came out with one that was like a vampire, and you had to be able to start your little fucking pockets of other vampires around the country
Yeah,
and around
see,
the world and stuff
that
like
would be
that. And
fun.
so,
I
yeah,
should own this
it was
game.
when they came out with those versions of it. I was like, "Ooh, I got to get back in here and try it again." And I'm sure they'll do something else again here in the future that'll get me back to it again. And it's kind of like Civ, something will happen. I'll be like, "Ooh, I got to go over there and play that."
Yeah, yeah. Every once in a while, it's just one of those things you got to go back to.
Yeah,
Dead Cells. Never played Dead Cells.
this is actually supposed to be one of the best, I guess you'd call it, side-scrolling RPG. It's like the multitude of loadout options that are available in the game make it kind of a Binding of Isaac type deal,
Okay.
where this little dude right here that's in the picture there, he's your hero, and he goes and he just fucks shit up and gets around, and there are all these different things that you can get. I don't understand why this would be a bad game. This is a lot of fun.
It has something to do. It's because it has something to do with a viral illness.
Oh,
That's all. Next, Assassin's Creed 2. What? Because it takes place during plague? Come on, man. The Division games. Yeah, it's because
because it's apocalyptic.
oh, fuck. Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil,
Yeah.
because it's apocalyptic and there's a virus.
A Plague Tale.
Yeah, that game's supposed to be
Yes, don't
cinematically
if
unbelievable.
you know what? If you're that torn up about everything that's going on, that playing a game that deals with anything remotely similar is a bad thing for you, then don't.
Don't this list. But that's why I said the comfy versus uncomfy factor here is the other games are all smiley, high touting.
I would rather
Feel
play
good.
all of these other games. I want the not. I would rather play all the games on the not comfy list than any of the games on the comfy list.
Except for Minecraft.
For you, Minecraft is never for me. I always just dug to the center of the earth and started building a cave. That's all I ever did. And that was the last time I played Minecraft, and my son was probably 8. So it was probably 6 years ago at least.
Man, oh man.
And I took this motherfucking dog out during the break. I took this dog out for 10 minutes before the show.
I hear him.
Yeah, and he's over here going nuts.
He's like, because I know you, Dad.
Nah.
And I hate this show.
Go down. He's been out literally like 4 times in the last hour and a half. I wish I still had your cage out, because I used to just be able to say cage and he'd just go lay down in his cage like, yep, I was a bad dog. Yeah, you hear the word cage. It's like, but
Yeah.
you don't have it set up, motherfucker, so fuck you, I'm gonna go scratch at the door again.
Yeah, I had a dog that was, all I had to say was kennel up. And it didn't matter where the hell we went. If I was out in the front yard and he was out in the front yard with me, I said kennel up. He was in the room with the kennel in the door, like just sitting in the cage looking out. Like, fuck you, fuck this cage. You and your kennel up. But it didn't matter what was going on. If I said it, kennel up. Boom. None of my dogs listen like that now.
Yeah, this motherfucker down here don't ever listen like nothing. Well, actually, he's a pretty good dog. He does listen pretty well.
Yeah, I was going to say, my
it just seems to be
dog.
literally every time we do that, like last fucking 4 nights, have I been like, dog scratching at the door every 5 minutes?
Nope.
No. Wednesdays, we always had that problem. Mondays, we'd game and never had that problem. Now the show's on Monday. Dog wants to go scratch at the fucking door.
Look, he knows the camera's on. He knows that there's people out there in the world. Everybody see him. He's like,
I'm gonna start locking him in the boys' room during the show.
He's like, one day Dad's gonna get frustrated enough at me doing this, and he'll grab the camera, turn it around, and be like, "Yo, look at this dog! Look at this dog!" And he'll be like, "Yeah, look at me."
Nope,
that's all he's waiting.
He ain't getting the spotlight. If that's what he's going for, is if he's trying to make it big on YouTube,
that's it.
He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it here. Yeah, you best go over there and lay down.
He's like riding the car. He's like, "What? That dude told you my secret, didn't he?"
My dog's over here trying to get internet famous by fucking photo bombing the show or whatever.
Like, fuck you. Like, I just photo bombing. He's like, if I was photo bombing, I'd sit back here next to the guitar.
All right. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should make him sit up there like a stuffed animal every time during the show and just not move.
He's over there. He goes, "Look, motherfucker, I know you got 2 cameras. Why is one of them not pointing at me?"
Yeah, well, he's a little attention whore. Yeah. Still dropping.
Well, this is the starting stage of a lot of information that's about to come out. Everybody from E3 is having to make decisions, and whether or not they're going to hold their individual conferences. I mean, we knew Nintendo came out and was already going to be doing their own private shit anyway, so we knew what that was. We knew PlayStation had already dropped out. We knew, like, there was companies that had already decided that E3 wasn't going to be their thing. But then there was all the no conventions that hit all of that time as well. So now these people who were going and had nothing else on their menu had to come up with other ideas as well as PlayStation and Nintendo and Xbox. Everybody's got to figure out how to tell you about the shit that's still coming out. and when it's coming out. And they are going to have to do it virtually now because they have no building that they can cram the tens of thousands of people into that they're allowed to use.
The internet?
That is their new building.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
So everything has gone virtual, and video games kind of surprisingly slow to adapt to their own world in this aspect of thinking that they couldn't just do an online show and get all their information out there.
So this is indies, is what
This is Nintendo. This is Nintendo Indies.
Yeah, they're timed exclusives for Nintendo.
Yes, specifically Nintendo's indie announcements and their showcase of the fun to be had if you're a Nintendo fan and especially a indie gaming fan who has a Switch. Because a lot of this is going to be right there to your. What you doing over there, my friend?
Discord message.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I'm all done now. I'm such a popular person. What can I fucking say, man? I get phone calls. My dog tries to get away from me during the show. All show. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm the problem. He's like, dude, I've heard enough of your fucking voice.
He's like, you're just fucking talking.
Just play games like you usually do and shut the fuck up. Can I please go to the other room? That's really what it is. He's just trying to get away from the sound of my voice.
Yeah, he's like, I am so done.
Yeah, fuck you too, dog.
He's trying to be internet famous and wants you to go the hell on somewhere.
Yeah, if I leave the room, he could get on the mic.
That's right.
That would be fucked up. I left the room, dog hops up in a chair, jumps on the mic, headset on.
Well, headset on would be interesting, but I could see him definitely hopping up and looking at the microphone and being like, so.
What's up, y'all?
Someone's dog here.
Yeah.
I don't have a gamer tag yet. That bitch won't create an account for me.
So let's just get down the list because fuck watching this video. Blue Fire 3D platformer. Baldo, a JRPG inspired game from Italy. Looks like a Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
I Am Dread is a puzzle game about using
X-ray
vision to unravel the.
I am who?
I Am Dread, or I Am Dead. Whoops, I added an R. Hey, you know what though, man? I always say I can't read, so you just leave me alone.
I'm trying. I thought I wasn't seeing something. I was like, that looks like an E.
Yeah, man, I got all this smoke, you know. Anyways, Bark is a family. This dog is for this game's for the dog. Bark.
Oh shit! See, he knew what was coming. That's why he just like, nah, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. I'm trying to scroll down your page.
It stands for Bio Interstellar Arc. But it's a family-friendly side-scrolling shooter that stars animals.
Woohoo!
Cyanide and happiness.
Sure. Why not, right?
Yeah. It's a web comic series.
Okay.
Summer and Mara is a story about growing up and protecting nature, giving off strong Stardew Valley vibes. Quantum League. Shooter. Multiplayer shooter with a time paradox. Okay. Each round
you should have clicked Cyanide and Happiness.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, those are all links.
Yeah.
To their pages, but I clicked on Cyanide and Happiness, and I am happy I did. I was like, oh.
It's a one-player adventure puzzle game. The art style is familiar.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. I think I know these people.
Okay.
Maybe not cyanide, but or happiness.
Yeah. Well, now that let's just click on this Quantum League.
But I definitely think I know their animators.
No, that doesn't show much. It just tries to sell you it.
Oh,
RPG, The Good Life. It's an RPG about turning people into dogs and cats at night. What?
hell yeah. Do we all get sunglasses?
What? What? What?
Or do we all just have night vision?
You play as Naomi, a journalist from New York who moves to backwoods British town called Rainy Woods in order to pay off her massive debt. Okay, wow.
Yeah, it just got deep.
Yeah. Uh, whatever.
From dead hell just to take pictures.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Last Campfire. Okay, Hello Games. It's making another game now. Little blue guy with an interest in compassion, empathy, and finding hope. Oh, it's going to
It
take us
is.
to a Twitter page.
That game is coming to Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.